It's time for Everything Noob, your source for all things gaming.
Welcome to the Everything Noob podcast. I am Vortag, joined this evening by Jemmy and Dreadlow. What's up, you guys? So, we're the video podcast viewers get a different kind of show than normal, and I'm still getting used to this. Google Hangout decided to change its complete layout, everything.
I hate it. It's so ugly.
I think it looks cool for a conversation between friends, but when you're trying to record a podcast like we have been,
it's not very functional.
Yeah, I have to click on my little face in the corner here to get my picture up. Right now, we're doing something different. And again, if you're audio, none of this pertains to you. But if you want to see what we're talking about, you can always go to our YouTube channel, hit up everythingnoob.com, hit the YouTube link. Yeah, I have to click on my face for me to show up, like, on the video. But it'll automatically switch between Jemmy and Dreadlow when they're talking. But on the recording, or on the live feed, everything probably looks a little bit better because Jemmy's doing it differently than I am. But now she won't show up in a big screen unless she clicks her face.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna.
It's too much work to keep up with.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of forget about it, and people might go, "Hey."
Well, I'll have to do some research afterwards. I will Google it and see if we can fix it later.
We'll Google it. I'm mad at them right now. We're gonna Bing it.
Okay.
Oh no! I refuse to Bing. Yahoo it is.
We're gonna Bing this crap. All right, so we do have real things to talk about. A lot happened last week. We couldn't record a show because of two of us were having internet problems. So that's 2/3 of the show couldn't go on. It would have just been poor little Dreadlow in here talking to himself.
Well, I'm good at that.
I think he would have been great. I think it would have been a great show.
Yeah.
He would have, like, responded as if we were there, too. Like, he'd pause and wait, and then later we could edit ourselves in. That's how good he is.
Wow.
We decided, though, that the show must not go on, and so this would have been episode 54. Now we're on 53. It sucks. But anyway, we have a lot to talk about it that's old news now, but I still want to talk about it. Assassin's Creed.
Uh-huh.
Assassin's Creed 4.
And Battlefield 4.
And Battlefield 4, which I'm less excited about, but that's only because I want to get it, but I know I won't play it. But
I know. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like, it's a game you need people to play with, but I don't want to play with anybody.
Yeah.
Well, they got a really cool
so
campaign, though. It does have a cool campaign from my understanding.
Who plays Battlefield for the campaign? Really?
I always do.
You're an outlier.
Call of Duty. I played Call of Duty Black Ops the campaign. I don't know. It's just me.
Call of Duty campaigns people play, but Battlefield. That's the one game that I see a lot of people. You know, people play a game and they're like, "I'm going to play the single player before I jump online." That's one of the games where people are like, "No, screw it. I'm gonna play online first and maybe forget all about the single player campaign." But they're usually cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's never bad. It's just I didn't buy Battlefield to play the single player campaign. I don't care.
Yeah, you have to be kind of a loser to do that, but.
Oh, thank you.
I'm kidding. I don't know. My computer still won't open Skyrim, so I'm pretty sure Battlefield 4 would probably have some issues. I got to get a new video card or something.
They've been having issues, I think, with their online gaming lobby.
Oh.
Which, isn't surprising.
No, not really. Nice going, EA.
Yeah, they're good at that.
Jerks. Oh, yeah, so Battlefield 4. Assassin's Creed 4 I was going to buy on a midnight release, but I was going to get it for PC for the first time. And that's not coming out till, November 20-somethingth or so 14th, I think?
Yeah.
14th?
I forgot the release date now.
Just gotta wait.
Yeah, that was upsetting. I don't know. I beat Assassin's Creed 3, but I'm not going to spoil it, because I know someone here hasn't yet.
I'm working through it, sort of.
I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, the end after the campaigns, there's more stuff to do, I think, but not. I don't know if it's like a little bonus thing or.
That's kind of like all the games, though. It lets you go back and play it more if you want, right?
But this was different. Like, it let me go back, but then it gave me something to do. and it was a weird task that I'm like, I don't want to
Did
do
you
this.
finish it then? Like, or is it some
It
weird
rolled credits.
meta thing?
I don't know. I'm worried that I'm gonna miss something if I don't go back. But again, I probably won't. But it looks cool. What do you favorite feature? New feature they added?
Nothing really,
Did
other
they add
than it's the
anything?
Revolutionary War. I like the horses. I feel like the horses mechanic is a little better. The petting animals.
Oh yeah.
Pirates.
We were
I
talking
really
about that.
like.
What about
That's
the pirates?
in 3. I don't know about the 4. I haven't touched
Oh.
4, so I can't give you any features on 4 that I don't want more.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It was 3.
I think 4 is it's only a story. I don't know if they really did more to it in terms of features, but again, I didn't look. I'm terrible. I host a gaming podcast. I don't like look for these things.
Because
I
we're
don't want
noobs.
to. Well, I don't want to like give away any of the story for myself. I was kind of weirded out by it when I heard it's like it takes place before Assassin's Creed 3, but like right before.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I don't know. I heard that. I'm like, I'll just wait to play it. I don't feel like digging around for this. But yeah, for the most part, pirates. It looks like it's going to be a lot of pirate lore, and people are playing it right now, going, "Yeah, pretty awesome."
It's the first game in a long time where I actually wanted game swag because they have the logo on a pirate flag. I'm like, oh, I want that
Yeah.
so bad.
There's a guy who does. He's like a blacksmith, and he makes armor and weapons for movies. But
Yeah.
he has his own like YouTube channel show that he does called Man at Arms, and they featured the hidden blade, like that goes around his wrist.
Didn't we talk
Oh.
about that already, or no?
Yeah,
I don't
we
know if-
did.
I wanted
We did
to.
talk about that one
Okay.
day.
I was gonna say though, he got all the little details on it like that. I just thought it was really
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it was an excellent piece of work.
Yeah.
It's worth noting
Very
again
good, very
because it
good.
was just so skilled.
Yeah. I'll have to. If I didn't already, I'll be sure to link that.
It's like I want to see that video, but with dubbed over like the Slap Chop song.
What?
Like because at the end, he's like slicing all the watermelons and stuff like that. It's like, hey, it's Vince with Slap Chop, slap your troubles away.
Oh my
wow.
god, I forgot about the slap chop. Those stupid infomercials.
But like somebody did a techno remix of it, and it's amazing.
I heard it. Oh man. So yeah, Man at Arms. I love that series. It's just cool to watch some of those videos, but when they pertain to video games, like he made a diamond sword, like a Minecraft diamond sword.
Oh wow,
And
I
it-
bet that was cool.
Yeah, he like sharpened it and everything. It was a working sword. It looked exactly like the games, and the way he dyed it and stuff was really cool.
Take that to Minecon, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I
NSA
don't know. Like
tax you and
battle-ready
arrest you.
weapons
Oh,
often aren't con-friendly.
Homeland Security comes.
They wouldn't allow that on the floor.
Yeah.
No, I guess
They're
not.
usually not con-friendly, and sometimes even fake weapons are not con-friendly. They're like, no weapons, at all.
Comic-Con,
Yeah.
that must be a huge problem. I've never been, but I've heard that's kind of an issue there.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, because like a lot of characters in stories we love, they're warriors, they're heroes, so they have weapons, and so
Yeah.
you if you need to make sure you read the rules if you're gonna cosplay as a character with a weapon.
Yeah, I wouldn't cosplay anyway if I went to one of those conventions. It's just not me. I don't really.
Not at all.
I'm
Never,
not a
ever.
Halloween person. I don't cosplay.
No.
What? Why is that so bad?
How can you not have fun dressing up?
I don't know. When you put it like that,
I was gonna try for what's his name from Breaking Bad, Heisenberg.
oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Walter
But I
White.
couldn't find the hat. I couldn't find the hat.
It's
so.
a pretty basic hat.
I was
It
gonna
is,
say you
but-
could have gotten something pretty close.
Oh yeah. if I
Any
would've
Halloween
bought it,
store?
Like a year ago, because what they did is with the black hats they they doubled the price. So they knew what people were doing.
Oh
you
my
know?
god.
Yeah. So when you go online to try to buy the hat, they're either out of stock or they're doubled.
Well, yeah, I can imagine
Supply
that
and
was a
demand,
popular
I guess.
costume this year.
Yeah.
There's enough people who are going to keep watching Breaking Bad to where you could probably get away with wearing a Walter White costume next year.
Yeah. True. That's true.
Oh yeah.
Did you know? I gotta link this so people don't think I'm crazy. There's going to be a Breaking Bad spin-off featuring Saul, the lawyer.
Oh yeah. Saul
Yeah.
Goodman.
I can't imagine it's gonna be good. Like, it'll probably be adequate, but like, it's not gonna be Frasier. I'm sorry.
Frasier.
Just call Saul.
Better Call Saul is what it's called. Yeah,
Better Call.
They have what do you call it? Oh, they said that it's going to be 75% drama, 25% comedy, and kind of shot similar to the way Breaking Bad was.
Huh.
But it takes place before Breaking Bad.
Could you imagine, like, once in a while having cameos of, like...
They said that. They said they might be able to do that because
Jesse Pinkman.
It's previous to what happened in Breaking Bad, so they might be able to, have people sneak in there.
Walter White.
Whoa. You just...
Spoiler
That was
alert.
a giant... What the hell is wrong with you? I'm going to have to go back and bleep that out. Oh
Walter White. Beep!
Beep! Yeah, it's just going to be a giant beep. Sorry for our live viewers watching Breaking Bad. Oh, man. Okay.
Everybody
10
knows
minutes in.
that. Come on.
No!
No,
Oh, my
I didn't know
God.
that. I didn't get there yet.
Wow, what a dick. 10 minutes in.
Oh, yeah.
Mute
The
dickhead.
only show
I mean,
I care about right
Threadlow.
now is Arrow because it just started again and love it.
oh my gosh. You're
Well,
lucky I haven't
you guys know
seen that because
E.T. got away, right?
What?
Or is that a spoiler
Come
alert,
on.
No one cares about E.T.
Have you guys heard of the Star Wars movie? Do you know if that's any good?
too? Are you serious?
No, I'm kidding. I was bugging someone the other day. I'm like, hey, you guys see Iron Man? And they're like, what? Iron Man. Have you seen it? Like, why are you saying it like that? Like, what? Have you seen
That was
Iron
me.
Man?
Batman?
That man?
I want to go see Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah. He has superpowers. Just keep emphasizing everything wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we were talking about Minecon. That would have been like the perfect time to segue, but we suck, so we didn't.
It would have been.
You're too busy spoiling Breaking Bad for everyone. Sure. God, I can't believe you did that. Minecon just ended, and so did Minecon Server Edition, which was a whole nother story. But
I'm kind of glad Minecon's over.
Yeah, me
because
too.
Then I don't have to see people like spam my Twitter about how great Minecon is. Like, here's all these pictures of us having fun.
yeah, look how much fun we all had at Minecon. Wish you
Like,
could have
we're in
gone.
Florida at Disney now. Oh, please, no, stop. I want to be there.
Yeah,
I did watch the whole first day though on their Twitch channel. Didn't watch it live,
yeah.
Mhm.
but it was a whole 8 hours of stuff. So
Jeez.
it's pretty interesting
Was
stuff.
there any drama like there was with the first one, or what was?
What do you mean drama? You mean
I remember like it was either last year or the year before where there was like supposedly a big fight. This is rumored between Notch and
and Yogscast.
Yogscast. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Like, is there any like gossip fights going on because of
nothing
it?
happened. Yeah, nothing happened there that I know of because I was actually there and there was no hints of that. But it was afterwards. But as far as this year, I don't know. But I can tell you this. I really believe by watching the live stream, because I did see bits and pieces of Minecon last year,
Yeah.
and it wasn't anything like the typical Minecon or the first Minecon. But this one here was very much like the first one. And I think what they did is they said, you know what, we need to just go back to the way we did it the first time. And here's another thing they did that I thought was really cool was they didn't have classes split up, like where they had 4 panels at the same time, so you couldn't go to all the panels for that particular hour or whatever. Well, this year they just had all the panels one right after another in the big room, and then you went out to the floor
I don't like
and
that,
you were
though.
able to.
They could have spread it out over 3 days or 4 days. You're going
Yeah.
all the way to Florida. That was my one thing when I thought I was going to go before the tickets. That's the stupid way they sold those stupid tickets. Don't even get me started again. But they... Now I'm angry about that again. No,
Delbertino was in the
Yeah.
costume contest.
I was just going to say that. Someone in our chat was at Minecon in the costume contest. But yeah, they had... Damn it, I lost my train of thought now.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No, oh yeah, I wish it was longer than 2 days. That just seems really short for a convention that cost a whole ton of money to go to. The tickets
Yeah.
alone were what, 150?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they got a chance to go into the Adventure Island for free, and there was only them from Minecon that got to do everything there.
Oh.
No, that's not enough to take a huge trip because it's more than just the tickets to go down there.
I would have tried to go for like
Yeah.
4 days and see how many of my friends were going for longer, just to make a trip out of it. Because
Well,
it was like
yeah,
a weekend.
like-
It went by like that.
I guess it was what first
You
one
have
was
to.
3 days, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I think it was 3 days.
Mm-mm.
If I remember.
It was
Or
November
was it 2 days too?
2nd and 3rd, but the first on the first, people were tweeting and stuff because there was nothing to do. Everyone arrived on the kind of on the evening of the November 1st, so people were going out and hanging out like there was a convention going on.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I know. For me, I was there 4 days, and I completely lost track of how much there was of Minecon because, for me, the whole 4 days was Minecon.
Apparently, the
so-
lines were pretty insane again.
It's-
Albertina's telling us.
Let's see,
Yeah.
nearly 50 panels. The line for the Minecraft panel was insane. Waited for 2 hours to be in the first 500 in a room that seated 1,000.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez. Yeah, I don't know
But
how I'd do in
There are
those
some
situations.
pretty good things coming up though for Minecraft, from what I've seen.
I've only
uh,
heard of one thing so far, or no, two maybe. I've heard two different
The
things, and you watched it
Twitch-
all. I didn't.
Yeah, Twitch integration in Minecraft, so you'll be able to actually broadcast your Minecraft through Twitch within the game. Now, for those who don't want to do it, they don't have to. They can do it like they always have done it, through Twitch. But the chat will still be able to be in the in-game chat. You'll be able to link up
Oh, that'll be nice.
So
So that's going to be really cool.
that's one cool thing, but if you think about it, there's no nice way to have your face cam and your audio and everything in XSplit and then implement the Twitch chat, because you can only do one or the other. You can either stream through XSplit or whatever service, OBS, or you can stream within the game.
Yeah, but people streaming within the game, hopefully that will bring up the bottom bar of lesser quality streamers who stream Minecraft. That's what I'm hoping.
That's
Like,
I
the
optimistically.
nicer layout people are still going to do it the old way. But the bottom end, like, who can't fill out their streaming screen.
Oh, you mean
and they
having
leave
black
black
bars on
bars?
the edges? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm talking about people who don't tweak the settings.
yeah.
And they may not know, or they just don't care, but you're driving me crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
When it's Minecraft and you can resize the window to whatever size you want and it works, yeah, that is a little annoying. If you're playing an N64 game or something, I completely understand. And if you can fill that black space with whatever you want. But yeah, there's no excuse for a game like Minecraft.
Yeah.
What I was...
Well, you can even do it in the streaming program, too. It's like, so you don't even have to resize the window for Minecraft.
Well, true.
Yeah, but this is for all the hundreds and hundreds of kids that are going to get on Twitch now.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I was talking about this in my stream. Someone asked me yesterday. I stream every Sunday, and they were saying, what are your thoughts on the Minecraft Twitch integration? And I said this. I said, I'm optimistic because I'm glad they're including Twitch in all the things they do. They've been very supportive towards YouTube so far. I'm glad they're recognizing that Twitch has just as big of a Minecraft community. On the downside, like Dreadlow was just saying, you're going to have all these people who have no interest in streaming trying it out, and then Twitch, with all the problems it has, is going to fall even further unless they do something about it, because
Maybe they'll fix it with all the added, attention on Twitch.
maybe it's just going to be a lot of extra streams for Minecraft that people might not even realize they're streaming. Maybe, if it's what I'm thinking, there might not be any audio. I mean, it needs to pick up audio. That's a big integration.
Oh no, that was one of the things somebody asked. They asked if they
Would it
will be able
pick
to
up the
pick up
mic?
their mics, and he said yes.
Okay.
You'll be able to pick up your mic and the game sound too. So
Okay.
I don't know. That would be
So,
kind of crazy to be able to
I-
go on Twitch and not talk.
I might test it out when that feature is revealed, and I know you have an answer for this because again you watched the first day, the whole 8-hour thing. But the only thing I really give two craps about right now is that modding API they've been promising for 2 years.
Oh yeah, that is one thing that they supposedly they kind of been working on it, but I think they hit some snags. So what did they do? the main guy who actually created or made the MCP, which is the Minecraft coding pack.
Yeah.
Basically, what it is it's just Minecraft that's been taken apart and made visible so that we can mod it. And it's been he's been the reason why we have mods. If it wasn't for him, there would be no mods. So they hired him, Sarge. And so he's part of the Mojang team now, and he's going to be specifically working on the modding API for us. So
I'm not happy about him being hired, because him not being hired means that didn't get updated, so now all my favorite mods just in limbo.
Yeah, that's how it was when Dinnerbone went to Mojang. Bucket's been suffering. Bucket's always suffered. But yeah, Bucket's not doing good because Bucket's
they're working.
Just to explain real quick, if you're someone who
I'm
runs,
not mad at him. Good for him.
Yeah,
I'm
great
glad
for him.
he got a job doing
Yeah.
that.
But here's the neat thing, though.
I don't like to wait.
The reason why Sarge had to actually break apart Minecraft code so that he can make his little Minecraft coding pack, he couldn't just ask Jeb, hey, just give me the code and I'll just make a pack out of that. Now he can, because he works for them. So now it'll come out faster. So every time there's an update, we'll have a Minecraft coding pack.
That's
right
what
away.
people thought about
Bucket?
Craft Bucket. That's all I'm saying.
I know.
And if you don't know what Craft Bucket is, it's basically what people use to mod a server and make sure you can protect chests and plots so people can't come on and grief and steal your stuff.
Yeah.
Things like that. So Bucket gives people the platform to put those plugins on their server. And when it doesn't update, you can't update your server unless you want mass chaos to ensue. So it's a big problem for our Minecraft community. I know that. We're stuck in an old version of Minecraft right now because we don't have, the right version of Bucket yet because 1.7 just came out. So
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, because they have three of the guys from Bucket working there.
And Dinnerbone was in charge of pretty much all these updates that we saw in the 1.7 process.
Oh, there's such awesome updates too.
Oh,
huh?
yeah, you're telling me. Man.
Come on.
I've
always wanted a resizable portal.
Yeah, I can make the biggest nether portal now. And that'll be good, because my character's
just
been eating...
what I wanted, ghasts in the overworld.
Yeah, my character's been eating a lot of potatoes, and he's kind of fat now, so I needed a bigger portal.
Well, speaking of one of the features here, and she's speaking of ghasts, Dinnerbone did announce that we will have breedable ghasts.
Why would you do that?
What?
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, what purpose does that serve? The last thing I want is more.
No,
I can't milk it. Get it out of here.
The things that Dinnerbone had been doing, I wouldn't put it past him.
You can now have pet ghasts, and you can breed them. You have to
Bring
breed them
them
by
to the
feeding
portal.
them Blaze. So you have to capture Blaze. Oh my god.
Bring them through your 256 by 256 portal. Yeah.
You know what? I made one of those portals during one of the snapshots, and I went in it. So it's huge on the overworld, and inside it was normal sized. I'm like, this isn't going to work.
So, wait, in order to get a gas to the overworld, you'd have to construct a bigger one on the other side?
I think it was a bug. I used it in a snapshot, and I'm hoping that was a bug, because that was stupid. I'm like, is the point of this?
It's true. But no, no, it's true. When you make an oversized portal, you go into it, you just got a normal sized portal on the other side. How's a gas going to get through anyway?
You have to build the giant portal in the nether, and then somehow pop out, and maybe it'll be giant. I don't know.
Why would you want to do that on
Minecraft
purpose?
physics. That's what it is. Minecraft physics.
Okay. We already got the wither. What the heck? Why do we want gas in our world?
I'm having a problem in one of my worlds where I have the nether portal. It's not sheltered or anything. And I have the opposite problem where I'll go in the nether, and there's skeletons and creepers on the other side because they've just been wandering in there all night.
Oh, yeah.
So I get in, and then I get shot a bunch, and then thrown into a pit full of creepers, and they blow up, and I just die instantly. This is miserable.
And they surround the portal.
Oh yeah, they don't do anything. It's like the water cooler at work. They just kind of chill at the portal. Like, what do we do? And where am
Well,
I?
I think that Vortex guy's gonna come by eventually.
He needs glowstone. We have to hang out here. Yeah, dicks.
Maybe we can help.
But as far as features like added mobs and things like that, they didn't talk about that. So none of those features are actually been. But from what I understand, going from 1.7 to 1.8, they're going to be adding some stuff, surprises, but they haven't really discussed it. So who knows?
They added stained glass. I was actually very happy about that. So
I've
been waiting for that.
That's a long time coming. Being able to dye glass, people have been wanting to do that. Still to this day, though, you can't make different colored fences. For example,
can't make different colored fences. Can't make different colored doors. Can't paint blocks, even though we have all this dye.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do with this? Just eat it or rub it on my face? Or
Well,
Let
I'm
me
still
make
waiting
a
for
paint
flying
bucket
pigs.
And a brush, and let me paint my house.
you can have hovering pigs if you tie them to a rope and hang them off something.
Yeah, but flying pigs, it makes more sense.
Hook them to a piston.
It's a deep hug.
I want to try that now. It's like a swinging pig pendulum. A piston would keep pushing the pig, and it should ideally keep swinging.
Yeah. Now the costume contest is pretty cool actually, but it was kind of rushed at the end. They were going to have 3 runners-up for 3 categories, and I guess because it was so rushed, they just went ahead and announced the 3 first-place winners. But there were some interesting costumes.
What was Delbertina, I wonder?
I don't know. What was she? I'm trying to remember.
We'll see.
Or he, she. I'm not even sure.
We'll see what they say in chat here. So, yeah, Minecon SE ended just before Minecon started, the server edition. And I'm kind of upset about it because we talked about it a lot. We were all excited to go. Our community was going to get to go there and hang out. And we had a booth, and a few people showed up to it, and we had a lot of information. We had like a little contest people could sign up for, and we still got to draw winners for that. So a few people signed up, but for the most part, no one's going to go on a server and hang out there to see booths. They want to play games. And for the first day, where there was like 200-300 people on the server during a good hours, they had 2 out of 3 of their mini games were broken. Yeah. And so the PvP one, I tried to go into it because it wasn't broken, and it wouldn't let me in any of the games. So they had Spleef, survival games, and PvP. And I think they fixed it during the second day, but no one was on the server the second day.
Oh, wow.
It was kind of sad because a lot of people were looking forward to it. People who couldn't go to Minecon were hoping that big YouTubers were going to come in and hang out on the server. And I know they came on to do like a little like live stream interview. And they would talk for maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and then they would leave. So it was like, I think, for the most part, a disappointment all around. So that was kind of sad. I hope that next year they do better.
Delbertina was the Creeper King, and I remember the Creeper King because there was very few unique costumes, and hers was unique. It was a Creeper King. There was one that was a Creeper cheerleader, things like that. Yeah, and there was very few of those. Most of them they just dressed up as whatever, a zombie. A lot of Steves.
Oh, Herobrine.
But here, no, there's no Herobrine, surprisingly.
Not a little LED lights glued to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your eyelids.
But yeah, Creeper King should have got. It was a good costume. But anyway.
Well.
But yeah, there was like she said, there was less than 3. But yeah, I think that the unique ones should have, either been in their own category or should have been picked because they were unique. They were different.
There's not enough mobs in Minecraft, I feel like, yet to hold a very good costume contest, unless you're going to open it up to things like popular mods and stuff.
Did anybody dress as a dirt block?
Oh, less than 3. Well, there was. She said it was a heart. Less than 3 means heart. No, but there was like less than 3 unique ones, wasn't there? There was very few. Very few. Everybody basically just copied what was already there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it was pretty much who could build the best cardboard creeper cutout.
Oh yeah, there was a tree.
There was a tree.
There was a tree. Oh my God, the thing was huge. It was a real life tree.
The real life Minecraft
walking
tree.
Around. Yeah, it was amazing. Had little wheels on the bottom so they can walk around with it.
Yeah, there's just not enough mobs in Minecraft yet to do something where you're going to see, oh my God, he's a blah blah blah. I haven't seen anyone try that yet.
2-person dragon.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean, why wasn't anybody a silverfish?
A pet silverfish. It should have been like a skeleton walking a pet silverfish.
That would have been cool.
Get like a little dog and put the little silverfish costume on him. See, we should have entered this contest.
I know, right?
We would have stole the show. Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the day one was the features
In
update.
your orange tabby. It's my ocelot.
Oh my god.
They had the modding panels, and those guys are so
You're throwing
I
dead
don't
fish
know,
at it.
something about them. They just seem very pompous type guys, you know. Most of the coders aren't they? Just kind of like, yeah, that's right, I made that, type attitude. It was weird, but they were
Are
cool
you
though.
proud of the things you make, though?
No, I mean it's just the way they, like they're just like, I'm bad, I don't know. It's just some of the
Most
attitudes.
coders are socially awkward, so...
Yeah, that's probably why, yeah. But you know what? I have to say this though. Besides the creatures panel, the modders were actually the more talkative and more. It seemed like it was easier for them to talk to people than it was for some of the other panels. I could say that because some of them were just like they were. It was having a hard time getting stuff out.
Some looked really socially awkward. I'll say that. Yeah, from the little bits I did watch, it was like people were coming and asking questions, and everyone was like too polite to like, take
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
They're like, "Do you want to? You guys are wasting time. Come on."
And then Lydia, this is funny. She had one of the microphones that you put on your head.
Yeah.
Very discreet.
And every time, she would walk off stage or they would, go to like a video or something, you could still hear her talking.
Oh my god.
Here's some of the things. So it was so funny because I was listening very careful to what she was saying. So she was telling everybody, okay, so now what you need to do is you walk up on the stage and you do this, and then while the video is playing. It was
Where's the audio
like,
engineer?
oh,
Oh, that would have drove me nuts. I would have been sitting there like, hire me. You need an audio engineer. Good God.
I know.
Yeah, it
That's
was funny.
some sloppy audio engineer work.
Yeah, they should have cut off her mic instantly.
I'm
But-
too much of a
But
stickler.
a little bit like of slack time, okay, I can forgive that, but like, come on. Somebody's asleep at the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see day 2, so I don't know what happened. But
There's more
that was
panels,
day
I'm
1.
sure, but yeah.
Oh, and Sky Does Minecraft did a live version of his new parody.
Huh. That's weird.
Had a band and everything, and he stood up there. And then when Lydia asked him, "Was this? Have you done this before?" He says, "No, this is the first time I've ever sung on stage."
That's pretty
He did
cool.
pretty good though. It was
That's
pretty good.
good.
He posts videos on Instagram sometimes of him like singing stuff. He could sing. He's got some
Oh
pipes.
yeah, he's got a good voice.
Yeah.
But you could tell he was really nervous up there though. But he did all right.
That's good.
He got into it near the end there. He started to sound good, so his nervousness was going away.
Why is it like the people that run Minecon, they love to take someone who's socially awkward and like throw him on a stage full of thousands
I
of people.
know they did that to Captain Sparkles. He
Yeah,
was,
the first Minecon,
red
he got
the
up
whole
there.
time.
He was like ducking down, like he was gonna get a pie thrown at him.
There's a reason they entertain on YouTube
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
at the comedy club.
It looked like he had a 3rd-degree sunburn. I swear. He
Oh
was
man.
so red.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do well. I had to give a best man toast once, and that alone was like, it was like what, geez, like 4 minutes max of me standing up there in front of like this full wedding of people, and
Oh, yeah.
that was miserable. And I managed to get through it and make people laugh and stuff, but I'm thinking, God, I don't know how people stand on stage for an hour presenting something or.
Oh
Ugh.
yeah, I know. But it was. I have to say this. It was very much like the first Minecon. It would have been fun to go to.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I'm sure it would have been a good time. I'm still disappointed at the way they did the ticket sales, and I'm disappointed in the lack of information that they gave out. They're expecting people to. We talked about this before, but still, I'm angry about it. $150 for one ticket, and you're not going to tell us anything about this convention.
Yeah, they
You
were
know.
a little late on doing that. At least the first one, man. They had all that stuff
Oh
together.
yeah, it was very transparent. They opened it up really well, and this
I mean,
time.
if the schedule's subject to change, just make note of that. But whatever's like set in stone or even like tentatively planned, at least give me like
Yeah.
here's kind of what we're thinking about, but things may be subject to change, and that's what you're gonna get for $150 or something similar.
Delbertina's going to make me rage in chat. You should have gone anyway. Lots of people with extra tickets they wanted to sell. But I was told the tickets were non-transferable. So even if they were sitting there trying to scalp the tickets, they wouldn't do me any good. That's what I was
Yeah.
told. But then a few people said, "Oh no, well you can transfer them." But in the end, what I found out was the quote facts was that you couldn't transfer them no matter what you did.
I think they allowed it though because there was so many that were already sold.
Because they didn't tell people, hey, by the way, non-transferable until after you bought them. And so
Right.
all these scalper idiots bought all these tickets and desperately were trying to sell them on eBay, and they were getting their auctions pulled. And, so all these tickets were just sitting in limbo. I knew that would happen. I'm not surprised by that comment because I knew that would happen. But I wasn't going to fly to Florida and risk standing outside a convention hall for 2 days.
Well, it's so funny because a lot of the main big-time YouTubers and stuff didn't get tickets, if you remember.
Yeah.
And it was like there was only 1 or 2, and everybody was kind of disappointed, because they couldn't get a ticket. And then all of a sudden, here's Minecon, and everybody's there. And I'm going, how do they get the tickets? So I'm sure they pulled some strings somewhere.
Next time the Minecraft community is intrigued by a convention, sometime next year, I'll probably try to go to it. Just as long as enough people I know are going to be there, because I don't have anyone here I would go with. So if it was one I remember a year or 2 ago there was Play on Con and a whole bunch of people who I followed and stuff were going. I'm like, that would have been a cool thing to go to. So
yeah, but a lot of
That's
it.
a lot closer to me now.
Nice. So you could
Yeah,
go.
a lot of that was strictly, that. I guess that it was specifically for that state or that city, and then
but
because of
flew out
Wes
there.
Wilson from the Shaft podcast, he advertised it, and a lot of people from Minecraft community went
But
the
wait,
first year.
the Shaft podcast is a lot closer too.
You should see if you can get a tour in there.
I
and
just
then
realized. Oh yeah, like they're just gonna let me come in.
Rooster
there, like,
Teeth
hey,
does.
I'm just a fan.
Rooster Teeth does that all the time. People can, if you're in Austin, and you can call them up and take a tour of their studios.
Well, you want to hear something crazy about Minecon this year?
What?
Guess who was there? And he was actually a Minecon attendee.
I'll let you tell him.
Either
Yeah, you
his
told me.
kids were there or something. But the Hulk, the new Hulk, Mark something,
Huh.
or Marcus.
Whoever
Mark?
played the Hulk in the Avengers.
Yes, the Hulk, the guy that played the Hulk. He
Yes.
was there, and a couple of I think Bebop Vox or one of them got to ride on one of the rides at the Adventure Island with him.
Nice.
It said I rode this ride with the Hulk, and then he had a
Nice.
picture. It was funny, but he had a ticket. He was an attendee at Minecon. That's why he went. So I
That's
don't
so
know what he
cool.
was there for.
Well,
They didn't-
for Minecon, man.
Yeah, maybe that's the
He
secret.
couldn't go to
Jeff.
Comic-Con. He'd get mobbed.
Dinnerbone's gonna put the Hulk in Minecraft. Maybe that's what we're
Maybe
gonna
that's
have.
what it's driving at. Have to get express permission from Disney, but so
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe next time there's a convention like that, like Play on Con or something, I'll get my Everything Noob shirt on and I'll head over there. I still want to find a some kind of service that'll print us a bunch of like stickers that isn't too expensive, so I can hand them out if I go to a convention.
Yeah, we looked for that not too long ago. But,
yeah,
I'm sure.
they're not too much, but I didn't even know if I was going, so I didn't put in an order for anything.
No.
That'd be pretty cool.
It's not good to put an iffy order in.
Yeah. Well, I could use them anywhere. I mean, if I just order a case of them, just keep them.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'll look into that because I'd like to just have something to hand out, especially to promote the show.
Oh, yeah.
And anyone who may or may not recognize us, like give them one. Like, hey, thanks for listening.
Yeah, we are an audio podcast, so faces for video. Radio.
Faces for radio.
Yep.
That's a good point. I have one of those voices that people sometimes recognize. I was at a I don't know if they recognized it or not, or she was just trying to make conversation, but I was at a booth for the radio station and I was just there alone. It was one of those appearances where I had to just stand there and like let people sign up for whatever and give them bumper stickers, and they said, "You sound familiar." And I'm like, I do a lot of these college commercials, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I think that's you." Like, that's weird. But
Yeah, I remember hearing one of those. They're pretty cool.
yeah. They're the first one I was a student, and then the second one I was working there. So go to this college and you may end up working for this college. That's the message.
Well,
Anyway.
I don't know if this is a good time to talk about, but on the zombie survival game genre, I wanted to talk about two games that are actually updating and have gotten on Steam, if that's okay.
Wait.
Rust.
Oh yeah, Rust.
Well, first, yeah, 7 Days to Die is coming out with Alpha 2 this week. And 7 Days to Die, if anybody has seen any videos of it, is very similar to Minecraft in a lot of ways when it comes to building, because it's blocky, but yet it's very realistic, very Left 4 Dead type look to it. But it's very blocky. Well, they're updating now, and they're adding 3 new zombies. One's a flying zombified bee, giant bee, and then they're adding a zombie that spits acid. Where have we seen that at before? And then they have another zombie that actually is a spider zombie, and it's not actually a spider, it's a person, but he can climb walls. So that's going to be intense. And that's coming out this week, so there's going to be an update for that. No word on it going on Steam yet, though. But with Rust, this is interesting. They're coming out with their next version here pretty soon, too. And one of the things that they did was they fixed a lot of the hacking bugs and things like that, and a lot of it has to do with Steam. So it's now on Steam. You can't purchase it on Steam, but you buy it from their website through that Dutch auction thing I told you about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And once you purchase the game, you get a Steam key, and you can put it in your Steam account, and you got yourself Rust. I have an extra Steam key, and we were gonna do some kind of giveaway maybe next week, right?
Yeah. We're not going to do it yet. So if you're listening right now, listen to the next show, and we'll give you information on how you can register to win a copy of Rust.
Next show we're gonna
let it sit on the shelf and rust.
Yes.
Before we give it away.
Rust.
I'm
We're
sorry,
gonna
I
rust
just
it up.
had to do it. I had to do it.
Yeah. Hopefully the key don't expire. No, I was kidding.
No, they don't. Oh, that would suck. They shouldn't expire.
You have to
That would be
OxyClean.
So yeah, and then the Aegis Effect, I know from what I've seen, they've released some pictures or pics of some of the newer models that they're coming out with, and I believe, was it a live stream or a video? I'm not sure, but Lucklin, I think it was on a live stream he was doing. He says, "This is a special gift for you guys that are watching my live stream." Yeah, it was a live stream. And he took a break for a second, and when he did, he showed a video of the in-game footage of being in Aegis Effect.
Well, that's cool.
My gosh, it's awesome. It's going to be awesome. And so he showed that. So that is still an ongoing thing. So I'm glad that he keeps us up to date on it. You know, I think he's just super excited about it, and he wants to get it out. So those are the 3 new hot zombie survival type games that are going on with the crafting and building and stuff. So I'm hoping that these things really take off here in the next few weeks, and we see a lot of videos and a lot of people playing.
Well, they're all going to be linked in the show notes for anyone who's interested in checking those out.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Aegis Effect, of course, and then Star Citizen. I haven't been keeping up to date on it because every time they update, it's because they made another $1 million in crowdfunding. So I'm just kind of waiting. I think this month.
Jeez, it's such a terrible problem to have.
I know, another update. And it's like one every few weeks. It's ridiculous. But I know either this month or next month they're supposed to release in addition to the hangar module. So right now, if you have Star Citizen, you can run around your ships and check them out. That's all. You can sit in them and do nothing. Now they're supposed to be adding
right. That was the first phase, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to be adding like some kind of test pilot thing soon, or I think you'll be able to fly them or do something. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds like going to be exciting here.
The gaming community is going to get nuts here come December.
Oh yeah, everything's going to be thrown at us at once.
So
the new consoles will start actually getting games, and.
Do you think the games are going to be more expensive? Do you think they're going to? I think they're going to go up $10.
Not initially, but I think by this time next year they'll definitely be $10 more expensive.
That's what I'm thinking too, and that's not cool.
Well, for those of you that are listening, I can say this, that sometimes you can get really good discounts on the gaming website, dreadlowgaming.com. I want to really push
Oh,
this
yeah.
because now this is the last week when we tried to make a podcast. As soon as I mentioned dreadlowgaming.com, we crashed.
What's that mean? You don't mention it.
Because every time I do, we crash and we can't do the podcast.
The Dreadlow Gaming
Anyway,
curse.
but no, dreadlowgaming.com is a game fan site. Game fan shop is basically what it is, and there's a lot of games on there that you can buy at a discount price, even lower than Steam. And most of them you get a Steam key, so it's not like you're buying something and then having to install it separately. You get a Steam key and you just put it in your Steam library like you normally would, and there you go. Now I got Sleeping Dogs for $9.99, and it's $24.95 on Steam. So I got it for $9.99. So I got it for $15 off. So that's a good deal. And so the website does offer a lot of things like that. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you can also buy Xbox and PlayStation games on there as well.
Are those such a good discount?
And there's a lot of times they have discounts on a lot of the games and stuff.
I was just curious because of the shipping and handling that would have to be included.
Yeah, there would definitely be a shipping and handling, of course. But I guess if you get a discount, if it's a good enough discount, you save some money that way.
Mm-hmm.
But so dreadlowgaming.com. The reason why I've got this thing going is to really help me out, get some funds for a new computer because this thing's dying.
Yeah, he needs. If you're in the market for a video game, go check out that website because you're not only you're helping out a friend, you're getting a discount on some really current games.
That's right. Yeah.
So go check that out. We should talk about this other story that Jemmy showed me last week that I think is just crazy.
It's kind of depressing, really.
It's depressing, but it's also like, what the hell are they going to do about this? So I guess this 12-year-old kid in Canada was hacking government computers or websites, and he was getting video games in exchange for doing this.
What?
Yeah.
Well, somebody put him up to it?
Yeah, they were paying him in video games to hack government sites.
Oh, so now these big-time hackers are telling kids
servers.
how to do it, and so that way they don't get caught, and they give them video games. Well, yeah, the kid got caught, but I mean...
Yeah, but do you think that kid's going to keep the guy who is paying him video games secret or even knows how? Like, for the long term? Probably not.
No.
I would imagine the hacker's probably going to not be known by this kid in any way, shape, or form, you know what I mean? He's going to keep his identity secret and just say, hey, just do this and I'll send you a game. And with the way the technology is, all you have to do is send a Steam key.
Yeah, that's true. You might not have even been mailing. You don't have to ship nothing,
no mailing, no nothing. Just email it to him from a anonymous Gmail account or something.
They were also saying he showed different people what he was doing too, like different kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So like passing on these hacking techniques.
That just makes me wonder. Like, though, is the government falling behind like the average tech savvy?
I think so.
I mean, like, this is a problem, actually, though.
Look at the Obamacare website. I'm just saying. I'm not.
I think part of the problem with the Obamacare website is the sheer volume of people hitting the site.
Yeah.
They probably just did not buy enough bandwidth and server space to deal with the sheer volume of traffic because they didn't think they'd need it.
Well, yeah.
They didn't think that everybody in the United States was going to sign up.
All at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize healthcare was that important to people.
Healthcare websites, those don't need to work. No, yeah, so kid getting paid off in video games, and I guess he's in jail, or what did they do to him? I have the story. Let's see. Let's see. No political motivations behind his crimes. Prosecutors allege not only played with a pivotal role in the hacks, but taught others how to copy his actions. So I don't know what you can do to a 12-year-old kid, but he
Send him to juvie.
He pled guilty. Yeah, that's something that I think.
Haven't some people been banned from the internet? Like.
Oh yeah, you could be completely Yeah.
That would suck.
What was his name? Wozniak or?
Yeah, but like being banned from the internet, like come on. Like, are you really banned from the internet? No.
You could never be
If he's a
banned.
hacker, he can get on the internet. It's
Yeah.
just like he probably can't bind
Well, that's
his own
like
internet
losing
account.
your driver's license. I mean, you can still drive at the risk of being caught.
Yeah.
It's like you'd have to ban somebody completely from phones and computer. Period.
Yeah, like you
And
might
that
as well
would
just
be
throw
like-
them in some kind of Amish settlement or something, because what's
Everything
the
is
point?
linked to
We're
the
gonna
internet.
drop you on an island in the middle of nowhere. Good luck.
No cell phone. Like, what am I supposed to do? No landline either.
Oh, I gotta tweet this. No, just
Being
kidding.
the internet might as well have leprosy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, who wants to associate with somebody who like has nothing to do with the internet at our age?
That's horrible. That's horrible that you would say that. Who wants to be friends with someone who can't be on the internet? That's what you just said.
In that way, okay, I meant it more in a who's gonna have anything in common with somebody who like has no idea what's going on in the world. Like, how do you talk to somebody like that?
That's why
Yeah, well-
newspapers are still in business for like the 6 people who are banned from the internet.
Yeah. And
6 people banned from the internet and anybody over the age of 70.
Yes.
If they can still manage to like see the print,
Oh,
large print edition.
oh heck, you could go into a Walmart and get on the internet, right? Do they have
Well,
samples?
internet's
No.
No, they probably don't have
The
internet access.
library. You could go down to
The library, or
there's no libraries.
people don't read anymore.
People reading. Kindle.
You got
Oh,
Kindle
well,
now.
okay, yeah. Ooh, a Kindle would be worthless without the internet.
I know.
Well,
what
I
are you
mean,
gonna do?
you'd have to like get a friend to load books on it for you.
Yeah.
We can get this 12-year-old hacker to
Or-
give us some books for
or
free.
you can- Or you can like go to an abandoned library and just
Yeah.
clean it out.
Go to a library now. There's cobwebs
Well,
all over the place.
I'm sorry.
Apocalyptic
I'm sorry.
future in like Fallout. Like, oh, let me
There's-
mix in all these like.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as an abandoned library. They're just libraries.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's horrible.
Cut to the quick.
Just
I
saying.
read and I still don't go to the library.
Yeah, exactly. It's reading's way too accessible now.
Yeah. It's like
It's
whatever you
become
need
like
is
a
there.
human right.
How does anybody have time to read their emails, look at the top things on the internet,
Watch
and go to the
Netflix.
and go to the library? No, it's not going to happen.
I'm surprised though. Like, there isn't really a good digital library yet. Like stateside, if you're a member of the U.S. and you go through a sign-up process, like you have access to like at least like online encyclopedias and stuff. I mean, I know there's like Wiki, but like, and then a lot of the classics, and then maybe like some things in circulation that are popular.
That's what I liked about college is you get all that access for free.
Yeah, but it's weird because as far as I can find, there's nothing that you can do without paying a subscription fee.
Right.
And even then, they're kind of subpar in my opinion. And I'm like, I might as well just go to a real library if I'm gonna deal with that.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's going to be more with that because the reading, the Kindles and stuff are getting way popular. And music,
Well,
there's Pandora. People don't buy music anymore because of streaming services like iTunes Radio and Pandora.
Yeah.
So there's probably something, if not already, there might be something in the future where you can like check out book one at a time.
Are there record stores still?
There's old ones. I know there's a couple towns near me that have really well kept old town areas,
Yeah.
and that's where you'll find your comic book stores and your record stores and stuff.
Yeah, have you seen a hipster lately?
No. You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
they're
the-
at the record store.
Yeah.
You know where I rent my videos now? Netflix. I don't even think there's Blockbuster's dead.
And there's
It's just weird. There's a lot of this.
a couple.
There's
one near
a
me.
lot of this stuff. All this is on the internet. All of it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So getting banned from the internet, you might as well just
you might as well
say
just
goodbye
kill,
to media.
might as well kill yourself. Just off yourself. Write a note. I can't have
I
internet.
would.
I can't live.
Like if I was banned for the internet for life, and like if like an electronic device died when I touched it, like on with the bracelet, the anti-computer bracelet on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I just killed myself.
No, there you go. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. They put a bracelet on these
I
people.
just thought of that. It just hit my head, and I'm like, oh, my day's ruined. I thought about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Oh, now we just gave him ideas.
No, I think.
But yeah, that would be a good idea.
I wouldn't kill myself. I would spend all my time trying to figure out how to sneak on the internet because, really, I imagine the worst part of being in prison would be cut off from communication with the outside world, right?
Yeah.
So there's no.
You're
What do
still
you have to
allowed a little
lose?
bit, though.
If they cut you off from the outside world, what do you have to lose? You might as well try to go on the internet and risk getting thrown in jail.
Yeah, at least in jail you got TV. No, I was kidding.
Chances are, if you don't do anything illegal, you probably wouldn't get caught.
Nah.
You got free cable.
I don't think people really get banned from the internet. I don't know if that's even a thing.
I think I've heard of some people who did some viruses and stuff who were banned from the internet, but like you can't ban somebody from the internet.
Could you imagine that bracelet being real and like you have a friend that was banned from the internet for life and they come over to your house and all your internet dies?
It's like an EMP on their wrist.
Can you leave for a while? I'm trying to watch this video.
Oh, can you imagine being the neighbor in an apartment complex to that guy?
No.
Son of a bitch! Ted's home!
Ted got off work. Oh, man.
I need to move the router to the other side of this apartment.
Ted works in an old Model T factory.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, man. Poor Ted. Speaking of Ted, How I Met Your Mother's on its last season. I'm kind of sad about that. It's the main character, if you don't know. It's a good show.
That means I can finally start watching it.
Yeah, I've been... They're about 8 episodes in, and I'm sure that's like halfway by now. But I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's a good season. I'm sad that it's going to go away.
A lot of like shows are ending on a good note this year, though.
Yeah, I'd say so.
A lot of shows are actually ending, so it's like a lot of times they don't. They just get cut off.
I really want to use this opportunity to stop watching most of the TV shows. Like, 'cause the last few years, I've gotten addicted to way too many shows, and now that a bunch of them have ended, I'm kind of weary of starting anything new because I have enough to watch just as it is.
I know.
It's like I'll have so much time for activities.
I get
I
maybe
can
all
see
the
where
activities.
the sun is.
I maybe get 2 hours sleep now. You know.
Oh man, I've been watching. I'm glad I finished it finally, but I've been watching Burn Notice, and I finally got caught up and finished it completely.
Is it getting good?
Oh,
I only watched the first episode.
It's good.
Is it?
It's a good show.
It is.
I'm watching it.
It's a really fun show. And I'm glad I was turned on to it because I binged it like crazy, but just finished it finally, and I'm like, I can catch up on Conan again.
If you like explosions and like MacGyver and gadgets and spies, that is going to be a show that's fun to watch.
Oh yeah. We gotta wrap it up though. But again, listen next week. We're gonna tell you how to win a copy of Rust.
There you go.
As always, visit everythingnoob.com for show notes and stuff. Leave comments and questions. We can talk about you on the show. We'll talk trash about you. We'll talk nice things about you. Just depends. Choose your words wisely.
If you have leprosy, I'm not your friend.
And you're banned from the internet, we'll rat on you.
Especially with Jemmy. If you're not, don't have internet access, you can't be her friend.
Exactly. Because that's the only way I'm friends with people. Like, if I can't, like, text you through some messenger service, like, you're probably not going to talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We will see you next week. Same noob time, same noob place. That can't become a thing. I hate that. All right.
You stay classy, E-Noob Nation.
Oh, wow.
See ya.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Everything Noob podcast. Be sure to visit everythingnoob.com for previous episodes, show notes, host bios, and blogs. And while you're there, feel free to write us with any questions, comments, or suggestions you may have. Don't forget to check out the links to our Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch TV channel as well. On behalf of the noobs, see you next week, and happy gaming.